Paris, the city of light, the place where dreams come true, where love is always in the air, and where every corner looks like it belongs on a postcard. The Eiffel Tower, croissants, wine by the Seine, it's everything you imagine and more. You've probably seen all those dreamy Paris travel photos, glamorous breakfasts with the Eiffel Tower in the background, chic outfits strolling along the Seine, and perfectly plated desserts. What those pictures don't tell you is that Paris might just be the most glamorous thief you'll ever meet. It steals your heart and your savings. Don't worry though. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to budget, where to spend, and where to save so you can enjoy Paris without completely breaking the bank or your heart. How much does it really cost to fall in love with Paris? Let's find out, starting from the airport to the Eiffel Tower and everything in between. Airport to Paris city center. So here's how the adventure begins. I land at Charles de Gaulle Airport full of dreams, and then comes the first reality check. You've got a few options to get to the city center, but each one has a price tag that'll remind you you're not back home anymore. For the brave budget traveler, there's the RERB train, a lifeline to central Paris. This is probably the cheapest way to get from the airport to the city, costing around 10 to 12 euros per person. If you want something more comfortable but don't want to break the bank just yet, there's the Roissy bus at 13 to 15 euros. It'll drop you off near the Opera Garnier, which is conveniently close to a lot of touristy spots. Now, if you're in full let's splurge I'm on vacation mode, you can opt for a taxi. But hold on, a one-way ride to the city center will cost us 60 to 80 euros. Yes, for 45 minutes in the comfort of a cab, that's basically a 5-star meal back home. Or just a taste of Parisian pricing here. Accommodation. Welcome to pricey Paris. Now, we all dream of that Parisian hotel with a view of the Eiffel Tower, right? Well, brace yourselves. Paris accommodations have a range, but none of it is exactly pocket-friendly. If you're on a budget, you're looking at around 70 to 100 euros per night for a basic hotel. It's cozy, as long as you don't mind squeezing between your bed and the wall. Want a little more comfort? Mid-range hotels in Paris cost around 150 to 300 euros per night. And here's the thing, anything luxury in Paris translates to I'll never financially recover from this. Airbnbs are an option too, but they're not necessarily cheaper. Expect around 100 to 200 euros a night for something decent. If you see anything below that, beware. You might be living in someone's broom closet. Food. All right, on to my favorite part. Paris is a food lover's paradise, no doubt, but here's the catch. It's also a paradise for people who don't mind paying 5 euros for a coffee. Yup, food here has both taste and price tags. Street food, affordable and yummy. For those days when your wallet needs a break, street food is where it's at. A freshly baked baguette or a crepe will cost you around 5 to 10 euros, and trust me, it's delicious. You can even snag a sandwich or a pastry from a boulangerie for a decent price. Now, if you want to do as the Parisians do and dine at a cozy cafe, you're looking at around 20 to 30 euros for a basic lunch, maybe a salad or sandwich. Dinner is where things get serious. At a decent restaurant, a meal could cost 30 to 60 euros per person without drinks. Add a glass of wine for authenticity, and you're looking at a bill that'll make your wallet reconsider its life choices. Sure, it's delicious, but so is saving money. Tough call. Let's talk about getting around. Paris has a fantastic public transportation system, and if you're trying to keep costs down, it's probably going to be your best friend. Metro and bus, efficient and affordable. A single metro or bus ticket costs 2 euros, which is pretty reasonable. You can also get a weekly pass for 15 euros if you're staying a while, and honestly, the metro is like a Parisian rite of passage. Uber and taxis, luxurious but pricey. If you're feeling fancy, there's always Uber or taxis. Just know they don't come cheap. Even a short ride could set you back around 15 to 25 euros, depending on traffic and distance. But hey, sometimes you just want to arrive at your destination without looking like you survived a sardine tin. Museums and activities. Last but not least, let's talk about the actual activities. Because while Paris is beautiful to wander around, all the main sites come with an entry fee. And yes, they add up. Museums. The Louvre is the big one, and it'll cost you 17 euros to get in, but you'll get to see the Mona Lisa in person, which is thrilling until you realize you're squinting over 500 heads just to catch a glimpse. Other museums cost around 12 to 15 euros on average, so if you're an art buff, be prepared to pay for it. Eiffel Tower. A ticket to the Eiffel Tower's second floor costs 16 to 26 euros, but if you want to go all the way to the summit, you're looking at around 30 euros. And yes, the views are breathtaking, but so is watching your wallet shrink. Seine River Cruise. A Seine River Cruise is a classic, and it'll cost you about 15 to 20 euros. It's beautiful, yes, but by the end, you may wonder if you paid for the experience or just for the novelty of waving goodbye to your budget. So there you have it, the true cost of experiencing Paris in all its glory. From the airport taxi that probably costs more than your flight to the €5 espresso that disappears faster than your paycheck. Paris is, without a doubt, one of the most magical places on earth, but it's also a city where your wallet takes a hit for every croissant, museum ticket and metro ride. Yes, it's expensive, but you know what? Paris isn't just a city, it's an experience, a living, breathing masterpiece that you're part of, even if just for a moment. And while it may cost you a fortune, the memories you take home, priceless. So, should you visit Paris? Absolutely. Just come prepared, with a budget, a sense of humor, and maybe a backup credit card. And hey, if you're smart about your choices, you can still make it work without completely draining your savings. In the end, Paris will steal your heart and maybe your wallet too. But trust me, it's worth every cent. Until next time, keep exploring, keep budgeting, and keep dreaming. Like this video? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's keep this adventure going.